The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everybody who is listening us, everybody who will listen us from the recording. My name is Ondřej Štrup and it is my privilege to invite you to the presentation of Mr. Stefan Ola Jagun from Nigeria, which has prepared for us the presentation which is calling enabling positive experience tapping into the Nigerian market. Because before this presentation start, I will introduce a few informants. First of all, this presentation will be doing without any your question. Your microphones are switched on, and your question please write to the pool question and answer, and on the end we will ask presenter to answer it. If you want to download the presentation, this is prepared in the pool handouts. Our Facility Management Consultation Council is decided to prepare this event for you because our Facility Management Council is a council of the persons who advise and support all facility management works. So our vision and mission is here, and you can read it. We have some products which are offering you. It is a possibility to ask the expert. You can find the consultant worldwide or in your region. We can find the local speaker for your events if you will need, and we are here to offer you online education. We want to thanks to our sponsors, because only thanks to the sponsors our council is able to support you and support all the FM world. As I mentioned, this week we are celebrating the facility management celebration FM Day. FM Day was yesterday. Anyway, we have a 3-day event which is organized by these 6 people, but with support of IFMA and with support of Facility Management Council. This group prepared for you 30 virtual webinar sessions, and you are now listening one of the sessions. If you will see, this is a picture of all the presenters who was guide you through these 3 days. Now please let me introduce the present speaker. Stefan Ola Jagun. He is a principal partner of Jagun Associates. He is a graduate of Eastern Management and holds the master's degree in project management from the University of Lagos. He is a fellow of Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Evaluators, certified as a facility manager certification CFM. He is a fellow of Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors, also fellow. He is a first African fellow of the International Facility Management Association, IFMA. He's past president of the Nigerian chapter of the International Facility Management Association, and IFMA qualified instructor in interactive conference speaker. And of course, he's awarded the 2015 IFMA International Distinguished Member Professional of the Year Awards. I think that we are here with a really reputable person of our facility management world. Hello, Stefan, and the stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Good morning here in Nigeria, and good day anywhere in the world. I want to congratulate the FMCC once again for putting up together these wonderful sessions to drum support for facility management all over the world. As we celebrate the FM Day yesterday, we had a wonderful day here in Nigeria, putting some events together, and it's a pleasure once again to be part of those who will present on this webinar series. Once again, I'm presenting on enabling positive experience, tapping into the Nigerian market. And I hope that we're going to have a wonderful time together. And like you've just been told, if you have any question, we will try to attend to them. Next slide. Learning objectives for this session is to look at new facility management markets that are emerging, and want to say Nigeria is one of them. Secondly, want to emphasize the fact that Nigerian population is huge and growing, but with inadequate real estate and other infrastructure. I want to also let you know that there are several multi-million-dollar projects on ground in Nigeria, and many are still springing up. I also want to let you know that facility management is growing rapidly in the country, and more is required to protect and enhance those projects that are coming in. And our take-home is the fact that there's need for facility management stakeholders, which includes service providers, companies, manufacturers, not to ignore this market. It's an emerging market that has a lot of potential, and with that we can actually make a positive impact in the market. Next slide. Talking about having a positive impact in the market, we first need to talk, maybe go back the memory lane to talk about how FM itself evolved. I know some of us are aware, but we need to have a background to know where we're coming from, and then to give us a direction to where we're going. Traditionally, FM services were provided in-house by probably the FM or property or corporate services department of various organizations, depending on their size, and the scope then just rallied around majorly few janitorial employees to some multidiscipline team managing technical, security, and all those little stuffs. In the early 1980s, organizations decided, in the trends going on, to focus more on their areas of strength and areas of core competence, so that they can be more productive. In view of that, outsourcing of support services, which included facility management, was now a popular thing. And over time, it grew to become a very big business as we have it today. Europe, joined later. Europe has been used to property management, which is an offshoot, basically, of estate management. So that was what Europe was used to. But with outsourcing getting more popular, and with America taking the forefront in popularizing facility management, Europe joined, and doing very well with many massive investments in that sector now. And gradually the Southeast Asia joined in the train, with Hong Kong being the early innovator in this train. I believe China is growing because of their huge population, and I want to commend that. I believe IFMA is one of those who have done a good work in making sure that FM is popular in China and is growing. Now coming back to Middle East and Asia, Middle East, because of the investments in real estate and infrastructure, became obvious too that facility management should take ground, which now extends to Africa. Now we have some of them done in-house with a dedicated team of managers running the events, and sometimes they're outsourced. And then we now have big companies, most of them probably local, and some coming from abroad, either from America or Europe, trying to add value and making people to have a positive experience of what it is for FM to have a hold on their system, and also to help them to achieve their goal of focusing on their core businesses to add value to their the bottom line of their finances. Next slide, please. Nigeria being the main focus of my discussion today, I will spend a little more time talking about the country Nigeria. Definitely, Nigeria is in Africa. It's the largest black population in the whole world. Currently, our population is hitting the 200 million mark, with a majority, almost 60% of this population in the growing, middle age, between 25 and 40 years old. So we have a very vibrant population. Lagos, being the economic capital, has almost 25 million population, which is larger than some African countries on their own. Then we have Abuja, which is the administrative capital of the country, witnessing very large and huge investment in real estate and in infrastructure. We have several other cities, some of them in the oil producing side, like Port Harcourt, like Warri, and several other state capitals. Nigeria has 36 states, which each state capital, striving to ensure that they grow to compete with one another. Some of the states have some very popular cities built in there that are Asian, like Ibadan, where you have educational institutions, and there's several other states like that. So Nigeria is huge. The population is growing. The GDP at a point, we were the largest economy in Africa. As at 2014, our GDP rose to about $547 billion, which was huge, and it was growing. Unfortunately, in 2015, the GDP dropped sharply due to recession, but the country is getting out of a recession now, and things are picking up, and it's giving a good and better horizon to the nation. Despite this huge population and the growth potential of the nation, we see the fact that there are inadequate real estate infrastructure on ground. It is reported that, according to research, that we have almost 20 million housing deficit in the country Nigeria today. It's a country where, because of this deficit, naturally we have a need for commercial real estate, retail real estate, industrial, recreational, hospitality. So it is huge, and some big corporations are tapping into these avenues. Likewise, we have inadequacy of infrastructure on ground. There's power issue. The nation needs about almost 20,000 megawatts of power, which is still struggling to provide less than 5,000 megawatts. So, we have issues with that. That there's need for road, there's need for power, there's need for water. So infrastructure is inadequate. So there's need to bridge the gap that's on ground. Despite this, some big corporations have noticed the gap, and likewise for local investment, and also the government is doing a lot to bring in as many development as possible. So if you go to the commercial capital of Nigeria, which is Lagos, you see so many development, grade A buildings coming up. You have 20, 25 floor buildings. You have office accommodation on almost 10,000 square meters each building. You have new cities springing up. You have, for example, we did a presentation on the Eco-Atlantic City, The project is to reclaim the land lost to the Atlantic Ocean over 100 years within 10 years, and almost half of that has been done. The city is expected to take care of, to have at least 200,000 households, not talking of other ancillary uses. It's going to be a city that's going to be self-sustaining and huge. If you go online, you can Google it, Co-Atlantic City. So much has been done and so much investment. The roads are on now, the drains are online, and the infrastructures have been put in place gradually. And we have Orange City, we have some other huge, big new cities springing up all over the place and taking shape gradually. Moving to Abuja, the administrative capital of the nation, you have new structures coming up, New World Trade Center, built by the Churchgate Group. You have people, independent companies, you have corporations introducing new structures and building headquarters in Abuja. And with that, there is hope and things are taking good shape. Can we have the next slide, please? Now talking about facility management in Nigeria. Nigeria has its growth and will I say colonization with England. So the tendency to be pro-English is there. So the forerunners in the profession that seems to want to have relevance to facility management, which is estate management, were into property management. Basically looking more at the brick and mortar. So they came from England, but gradually with the advent of facility management, people started embracing it. Facility management, as we know, is a profession that encompasses multi-disciplines and people putting in their angle from their various primary professions. And FM is making a positive difference in Nigeria. The eyes of people are opening up, and like FMCC is doing, we have several of their council members in Nigeria who are also doing well in consultancy and opening and giving direction and doing advocacy on how FM can make a positive difference in organization, in government, in private organizations. IFMA has done a lot in this drive. Some people came up together about 20 years ago, brought IFMA into Nigeria, and it has really opened the eyes of professionals to see that things can be done differently. And many of the people who have been members of IFMA in Nigeria, they have done incredibly well to add value and make a positive difference, particularly in a nation where the maintenance culture is not really in good shape. And now, as facility managers, we're trying and we're doing our best, making a positive difference in all areas of endeavor. We now have retail malls springing up all over the place. We have upcoming eateries. We have upcoming event centers. You have hospitality. So we have our members in most of these industries, and they are making positive addition to the bottom line. In the last 2 years, BIFM made an inroad into Nigeria. That's the British Institute of Facility Management. They made an inroad to Nigeria to be part of what is happening. Yesterday, being the World FM Day, a group of Nigerians who have been involved with FM, majority from the International Facility Management Association, which has chapters in Lagos and Abuja, came together to work together to have an initiative that will bring together facility managers from all over the nation, so that the impact, the positive impact that the made can now be galvanized together, so that can be synergized, and so that the efforts and also the impact can have more effect on the people, on the government, and corporations and businesses that are doing business in Nigeria. One of the things that we see is the fact that Nigerians are very innovative people, eager to learn, and they are people that they are very hardworking, brilliant, and smart people. What are the opportunities that are in there? Yes, we've been trying to do our best in advocacy and also training. So opportunities are bound in Nigeria so that FM can continue to make the positive impact in the market so that people can have a pleasant experience of the workplace. And that's one of the things the Nigerian initiative is also putting together. Yesterday we had a very wonderful time together to drive this initiative to continue to have a positive impact on the nation. What are the opportunities that are there? Like I said, the average Nigerian wants to learn. So there is opportunity for training. There's opportunity for consultancy. There's opportunity to develop capacity. The largest population of Nigeria today is in their prime. So they are open to growth. They are open to new opportunities. They are open to new vistas. They want to learn. They want to add value. They want to improve themselves. So there are opportunities for developing capacity in training, in advocacy, in consultancy. Other opportunities that are open are in the areas of infrastructure. The story was told of two salesmen that were sent to a village. One of them ran back to his employers and told them, oh, these people don't use shoes. Meanwhile, he was told to go and sell shoes there. He said there's no need. And he went back home. But the second salesman ran back home and said, see, there's huge opportunity here. These people don't wear shoes. We need to teach them to put on one. So the inadequate infrastructure we're talking about is not a minus, but it's a plus for FM. It's a plus for service providers. It's a plus for manufacturers and researchers to see how can value be added into this great nation. We have power problems, but the country, the government is empowering private corporation into the system. If you want to have power and distribute, is permitted under the law. All you need to do is to apply to the relevant authorities and get the necessary license. So there's room to grow in the area of power production. The nation is in a very good climate. We have good sunshine. In the north, we have more sunshine there. So people who are providing and producing solar energy, solar power, can see this as an opportunity to tap into this inadequate power supply and see how they can add value. In the area of wind, we have wind, sufficient wind, particularly also in the north, where wind-powered generating authority, wind-powered electricity can be provided. All these are avenues and opportunities that are open that can be tapped into. Power is a major issue. Most service providers, they spend more money trying to provide alternative power. There are times that your standby power could run for almost 5-6 hours if powers from the mains are not available. And since this is a huge cost center, there is an opportunity to provide power and charge it and make money so that the facility companies and facility providers can meet their power needs, and at the same time the provider is making its money. So this is an opportunity in the power sector. And look at the market, which is huge. The opportunity is there for huge profit to be made. Some few years ago, there was a challenge in the area of telecommunication, and the government opened up the market. Some people were skeptical, but a company called MTN came and was part of the bidders. Today, MTN is making so much profit, and majority of this profit is coming from Nigeria. Their consumer base alone is close to 60 million. Now imagine the minute money that goes into the system, and over time, these people are going to make more money than even the oil that is the mainstay of the nation. That shows us the avenues that are open and the fact that it's a very profitable market. Despite all the wrong and negative news that are going out there, every nation has their own fair share of challenges, but the opportunities are huge. Next slide, please. Like I said, the world is becoming a very global village. Barriers are collapsing. And because barriers are collapsing, practitioners all over the world should seize this opportunity to see what can be done for FM to continue to impact positive experience in Nigeria. The market is very profitable. I just gave an example of a company in the telecoms industry, which is MTN. I mean, the information had it that the profit they intended to make in 6 years was made under 6 months. Today, they are not regretting being in Nigeria because they are making their money and it's adding to their financial bottom line. In the area of consultancy, all over the world now, there is global outsourcing. So definitely there are some corporations that have found their way into Nigeria, that their service providers, their major service providers do not have any foothold in Nigeria. And some of the service providers are afraid, what will it entail? But we have local FM companies, we have local consultants that can be partnered with so that the market can be tapped into, leveraging on the experience of those who are on the ground, and then using the technology to interface and provide service. So the barriers that are there before are already off. It's a small world. Nigeria is part of this major world. It's a major player in the workplace, and as professionals, we can actually add value into what is happening for people to have a positive experience. It is possible, and it can only be possible if you have the right mindset. All we need to do is to find out from those who are on ground. Information is available. IFMA is on ground, and we have chapters, we have credible members. Informations are available online. You can Google and find out, how can I be part of what is happening in the country? Next slide, please. In conclusion, I would like to say that the Nigerian market has been underrated for too long, and the few people who are tapped into this market have seen that the market is huge. For example, there are some global brands that have found themselves into Nigeria and into the real retail market, and they are spreading and taking opportunity of the market. But many people are still biased about the country, not knowing the potential that are available. In the last few years, particularly from 1999, the country has returned back to democracy and is solid, is already on ground, the government is stable, the people are willing, and the market is available. So the time to underrate the market is gone. The facts about the nation are available, and I know for a fact that every nation have their own fair share of challenges. But the opportunities that are on ground in Nigeria, they far outweigh all those challenges. Things are changing fast. Nigerians are great travelers. So most times, some of the things, some of the privileges and opportunities and the facilities they enjoy abroad, they want to enjoy them back home, which makes it good and also an open market for those who are ready to come in, to do research, to tap into the market, to provide services, to provide consultancy services, and also to add value in the area of training because of capacity building. Nigeria is ripe, and now is a time. I want to thank you for listening, and I look forward now to answer your questions.
Thank you, Stefan, for your presentation, to introduce us to your nice country, large and important country. I have no question from the audience, but I have one question to you. How the government and the municipality respect facility management profession?
It's part, like I said, yesterday we had a huge event to, in the last few years that the World FMD has been celebrated. Both the chapter in Lagos and Abuja has done a fair share of using those occasions as a platform for advocacy, drumming supports in the media, both print, radio, and the TV, to drum support for facility management. And with that, the government is listening, the government is aware. And one of the things that we discussed yesterday at the gathering that we had is that to our own advantage, we even have people now in the National Assembly, which is the legislative body that make laws, who are members, who are also interested in facility management. So as we speak, efforts are being made to have legislation to formally even recognize facility management as a profession in Nigeria. The legislation is member focused so that we can develop capacity of the members, add value to the nation. And also with that, I mean, it will be obvious that the government will have a buy-in. Discussing with one of my colleagues here now before we started this presentation, some of the states have already started establishing facility management departments, employing people and engaging services of people at the highest cadre of governance. States like Kaduna State, states like Lagos State government, which are one of the largest in the country, even the federal capital, they are aware. So with this is spreading, the government is aware that this is happening. Like I said during the presentation, the Nigerian populace was more used to property management, but facility management is wider and huge, bigger than that. So opportunities are bound. So the government is getting aware by the day through our advocacy and all the, I mean, there are times we even write them, we visit them, and there's good response from government and those who are in power to embrace facility management, and things are changing positively for the profession.
Stefan, I can tell you that you made a huge work in this field. You are much farther than we are here in center of Europe. It's a very big. You are a hero in this way, because it is really much better than we have it here, and I'm hearing it very glad that it is there. Thank you very much for your presentation. Thank you that you inform us how it is looking in Nigeria. And I think that it, for everybody who will hear it in future or who are here listening now, it was very interesting. Thank you. I would like to...
well, I have...
Yeah, please.
Yes, I'm with my friend. Hello?
Yeah, please.
Yes, I'm with my friend Collins Ozayeme.
Okay.
If you'd like to add one more word to it, yes, we are collaborating. Like I said, we are working together as a big team to make a positive difference. So I'm here with him, and he can add one or two words.
Okay, please.
Yeah. Hello, Andrea. It's a pleasure once again to add voice to the growth of FM in Nigeria. I believe that Nigeria is the next big thing. We should begin to look towards growing the market. And like I said in our presentation yesterday, we need to begin to collaborate. The facility management profession is evolving all over the world, and we are more or less like a global community. We should begin to look at getting some of our resources channeled towards emerging markets so that we can grow together as one big community. I believe there are some best practices that countries can share. For instance, the Australians have been able to get their government directly involved with the growth of facility management. I believe that that template can also help in advancing the future of facility management in countries in Africa. And we are doing something here now that I believe will become a template to grow facility management across Africa. I believe that collaboration is key in making sure facility management stays in the front burner of every country. And like Stephen Jagun have said correctly, Nigeria has a huge potential yet to be tapped. Rather than see it as challenges, we see these as opportunities. So there are things that may scare people away, but I believe that if we look beyond the challenges and see them as potentials, we will be grateful we did. And once again, I'm inviting the rest of the world to come join us as we harness this huge potential in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I want to add a voice. Yes, I want to add a voice. Yesterday, while Collins was on the panel, we mentioned an issue, which is the fact that it's time now for IFMA to look at Nigeria for a workplace. Workplace Africa can take place, and it will help also in this advocacy. It will drum support because it's going to be huge. It's going to involve the government. It's going to involve the private sector. It's going to involve the users, and the market is there. It is very possible, and we are very sure that it's very possible.
Stefan, yesterday I was a presentation of Peter Ankenstein. He's member of the board, and I present him your wishes. I told him that yeah, so it was moved to the correct person, and of course we will move it again when we will have opportunity to do this. I have here one it is not question, I will read it. Regards from Marcus Grohl, and thanks to Stefan and Collins. I would be keen to establish a cooperation between FMs and FM consultation between our countries, and in addition between Europe and Middle East and Africa. So this is a wish, and what Marcus sent it via the question and answers. Do you want to answer to Marcus in this way?
Yes. Our hands are very open, our doors are open, we are very willing, and we want to assure you that it's going to be a pleasant experience and a very fruitful and profitable one. One of the things that drive a few of us here is the passion that we have for this profession, because we know that if it's properly embraced, truly like the the theme for this year says, we believe that if it's properly embraced, people will have a positive experience, which is our goal. So we have a passion driving it and want to assure Marcus that our doors are open. Feel free at any time. We are willing to collaborate and work with you to ensure that these dreams they come to pass.
Thank you very much for your answer and for your very good open eyes and open heart for our cooperation. And I think that there is a strong future in front of us. Thank you again for your presentation, and I should only invite the listeners and anyone who are listening us that the next presentation will be by me. It is calling for Fourth Industry Revolution, Open the Space for Increase of Services. There will be a presentation of Riccardo Crepaldi and Flavio Gurias, which is about impact and risk areas in FM business. And the next one will be by Stephen Lambert, A Day in the Life in Digital Workplace, a New Experience and by the Content Things. So I will also inform everybody who is listening now or in future that FMCC prepared for you an application which can help you to be more closer to facility managers' world. Everybody who will be interesting for us, we FMCC, this Facility Management Consultation Council, we have a very special group of people who are calling STEC, and this strategy group is preparing the top ideas, top possibilities, top tools for facility management consultants worldwide. Anyone who wants to be active in our STEC member, please join us. Join us. If you are not a member of IFMA, join us as a member of IFMA. If you are a member of IFMA, join us as a FMCC member. And if you will be an FMCC member, it will be our privilege to be with you in the STEC group. We will also want to introduce you that not only Facility Management Consultation Council, but there is a lot of other councils and communities in the worldwide IFMA association. So please choose the best one for your profession. I want to thanks to our both speakers that you inform us about the very nice word about the Nigeria, the center of the Africa, and we hope that you will celebrate today facility management worldwide celebration, and I hope that you will join us in the next sessions or next year or on another events which we are preparing for you. Thank you for presentation, thank you for listening, and I hope that we will meet as soon as possible. Have a nice day.